Mr. Mogan. Could you hit the lights for me, please? Thank you. Okay, so this video is going to explain a little bit about why we're here, and then we're going to ask for a little bit of support from you. So we have our friends from the Lift Life Foundation here. That's who you see around filming. Last year, we submitted our entry into a contest so that we could get our weight room completely renovated. And so this video will kind of go into our submission video a little bit and what this project is all about. So, here we go.
Hello, Park High School. It's the Lift Life team here. Dylan, Michaela, Kirk, and Jim. The Lift Life Foundation is a nonprofit organization powered by Bodybuilding.com. Our mission is to travel around the country, identify old and outdated weight rooms, and completely transform them into state-of-the-art training facilities.
Over a year ago, your athletic director, Regina Wood, nominated Park High School for a Lift Life renovation. After reviewing your video submission, we are excited to announce that we have selected you as a semi-finalist for our next project.
We sent our film crews to each of the final schools to have them show us why they deserve the top spot.
All right, Park High, it's your time to shine. Next, you'll see a short clip of your video submission.
Yes. What are we doing right now?
Okay, we're outside of Park High School. We're getting ready to go in. They're having their pep assembly right now. They have no idea that we are here, and so we're gonna go in and surprise them and let them know that they have been chosen for the next renovation. So a little nervous, but here we go. We'll figure it out.
Behind the scenes.
It's go time. Stay tuned.
Hi, welcome to Park High School. My name is Regina Wood. I'm the activities director here in Livingston, Montana. Our school was completely renovated in 2012. Even in a time of economic downturn, our community passed a bond for $15 million to update our school with brand new technology, equipment, state-of-the-art everything. The only place that was untouched, unfortunately, was our weight room. So it's still the exact same as it was in 1998.
This leg press machine sticks when you get a bunch of weight on it. It's not very good. Then our bike is missing pedals, as you can see.
I definitely think that if we updated the weight room, we could get more people in it, so we could like kind of promote working out and getting in shape in Park High more.
I think we need to renovate our weight room, so it's important, so we can have better sports programs, so you don't end up with biceps like this.
So what do you think, Park High? We are one of 4 schools in the nation being considered for this project right now. That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, look what are we doing?
Do we interrupt something?
You did. Oh my gosh.
We could not miss the opportunity to come meet you guys in person, see, just kind of what your school is about. As you saw, we are the Lift Life team. If anybody doesn't know, this is my older sister, so I'm real happy to be here. So anyway, the real reason we wanted to come out was to announce that you guys are not a semifinalist, but we have decided to pick Park High School as our next Lift Life renovation.
Stand up.
It's been such a whirlwind. Like I'm still in a little bit of shock. It was a very cool surprise. I'm very impressed that everybody pulled it off. But it just makes me so humbled and so excited for our kids. And I've had teachers stopping in all day as they've been able to catch me and just saying how excited they are, and then just how excited the kids are, which for me is even better. I knew that I would be excited about it, but to hear that they just can't stop talking about it is really cool.
Regina Wood is the athletic director here at Park High, and she's actually my sister. We talked a little bit about, would they be a candidate for something like this? I mean, they're in a rural community, and for me, I was like, I feel like you should absolutely, nominate your school, submit a video, go through the whole process. I can't make the decision, I'm part of it, but ultimately it's gonna come down to, everybody else on the team, our board members, that kind of stuff.
We could really get a sense that they needed and wanted this weight room, and that it would impact so many different layers throughout the school and the community.
So Livingston is kind of an interesting place. So it's a railroad town, as I'm sure you've discovered. And working for the railroad, you made more than you did in a lot of professional jobs. Then in 1985, the railroad pulled out. So now here we are, 2 generations later. It's quite a mix in this community. You have very wealthy people here, but 50% of our students qualify for free and reduced lunch. That means you're 1 or 2 paychecks away from poverty, away from maybe losing your house or not being able to pay the rent.
The timing of you all doing this, there's no way you're going to understand what you've done for the school, especially with everything that we have planned with our community and with our school, and where this is going to take off.
We do have an extreme population of poverty, and we have people that don't have resources that everyone thinks are available to everyone. And it's not just healthcare, it's even just the wherewithal to know where to get help and how to get help. We talked about it. We had a whole day of suicide prevention a few months ago, and it just looked at all the different factors that would make Park County the #1 rate of suicide county in the state.
The cause of a suicide is complex. What I see, though, is issues connected with generational poverty, smoking and drinking and drug abuse and struggles with mental illness.
We're working on a lot of trauma-informed practices, and so working with kids with chronic trauma and poverty. So we have started a district-wide and involved our community to make it community-wide, and we're actually starting the movement. It's called Live Well 49.
We do in Montana have the highest suicide rate in the nation. Access to mental health care is difficult, so building stronger supports and connection is, one way to try to change that and at least make sure that people are connected to each other. It's pretty special that we were chosen and someone saw that in this community and wanted to give that gift. That's pretty amazing.
So part of why I think this project ties nicely into the needs of the community is over time, that physical strength, it transfers to your mental strength.
And I think that's where this is going to help so much, is that, it hopefully will be a place that kids want to be, and they want to be in there more and more, and not just because they're in a sport, but because, they're concerned about their overall health, and it's a place that they know they can go and be safe and have fun and get better, and, that would be the ideal big picture goal, I think, for everyone in the school.
So when we came through the weight room for our first initial tour, seeing the space for the first time was really cool. This particular one is a lot smaller than we initially thought, and what was kind of perceived through the video.
I think that, in smaller schools and schools in general, you make do with what you have, and we have a lot of people in this community that are willing to step up and always wanting to help out the school. So a lot of the equipment's donated, a lot of the upholstery was, I know someone that can do that. And so, we've pieced that together, and I think no matter what you have, we're trying to instill in the kids a sense of pride and a sense of discipline and a sense of, taking care of things and leaving things better than you found them, and making that, if you're gonna do those little things, then hopefully those bigger things get done as well.
We're making the best with what we have, but we only have 3 platforms. Most of our bars are not Olympic bars. A lot of them are bent and starting to rust, and their platforms are handmade. Somebody took some rubber mats and kind of tried to glue them to laminate flooring.
The entire school was, the inside was completely done. That new gym and the new art wing was added on. All this money was being put into education, And it was kind of like the weight room was the last, that seems frivolous, it's just the weight room. And I think it was just kind of like, it's good enough.
When I first got here and saw the weight room, it wasn't organized and it was kind of a mess, and there was no pride. I mean, it was really clear. They're doing a much better job of it now because they understand how important it is and they're taking pride in it. So all our kids are trying to keep it pretty organized. Right now there's in some of those machines, the bolts have come loose on the seats and they weren't safe. And there's that huge machine in there. I don't even know what it's called. And it's too big for that room, and there's just no use. If you use the space, if you would figure out how much that space is really being used, it's not, and so it's inefficient. Is it a workable space, you guys? I mean,
it's exciting. I mean, we love seeing this stage. At this point, the opportunities are endless, and the sky's the limit. This is all going to go away because the benches are integrated into the racks.
I have this little, post-it note that I've been collecting for the last, since I started working with kids and noticed how crappy our weight room is. But just things that, we need to try to find money for, right? Pull-up bars, fix the bars that we have, we need additional plates, what we're gonna do about the rowing machine, and just stuff like that we were gonna try to find money for, or see if somebody in the community would buy it for us. So, but I am now gonna throw it away.
How's it going, sir?
I'm Derek, I'm the facilities director.
So when we came in here and we kind of dissected the space, there is a small hallway off to the left-hand side.
One of the next questions came about is this wall. Maybe it could go away.
I cannot express to you how much I'd love to get rid of this wall. This hallway is a wasted space, and it wants to have things thrown in. Yeah. People want to just because it's out of sight, out of mind. Yeah.
We're in discussions about if we can remove this wall or not. It will give us another 6 or 7, feet down this hallway. So it would really kind of open up the space and kind of give us a more dramatic transformation to the weight room. The wall is a load-bearing wall, so that means that it's supporting the roof at that point. And so we're actively looking at what our options are. That's going to be kind of the major piece that on the construction side that we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Last summer we added on we welded
the bottom parts,
extensions on for the weights.
Oh, okay.
And they're kind of tricky sometimes to wiggle on and off those plates.
Is there any pieces of equipment that you need, that you don't have right now?
We do just a lot of Olympic workouts right now, and the racks are kind of we've been wanting to get new racks.
Most of the time we have to do, if we have a workout, we have to really go in different orders and try to figure out how to do it without waiting most of the time,
right.
To use certain.
Utilize that hour that you have or whatever per period.
I feel like in athletics, once we all started kind of our class started to build around the weight room, when it came to games, we had something to fall back on. We know how hard we've worked.
Do you feel like that team building aspect
kind
of
starts
here?
Yeah, it definitely comes here, yeah.
And I think that it's a good place to start here, just to get in the routine, and being part of a team helps so much in every other aspect, learning how to get along with people even if you might have differences. Putting in is all that you have, no matter what. It just helps in every aspect of life, not just in sports.
I was really impressed by their excitement and enthusiasm that we were there doing this project for them, and that makes me even more pumped to do this for them and to give them a quality weight room that they can use.
They have a space, it's a functional space, and they take care of what they have, but there's more to it. They need, a multi-level type of training facility. It seems like they've got a lot of different kids coming through here, and they've all got a different sport or a different way of training.
And so we're really focusing on creating a cross-functional, multi-purpose weight room where we can maximize the space.
If we do what we're supposed to do, I think it's going to be amazing.
So we put out a call to all of our coaches and athletes, and we set up a time on a Sunday that said, bring anybody you can. It wasn't required, but we probably had about 40 people show up to help move equipment. You know, basically like just a little ant line of people coming out of the old weight room up into the new space. There were a few of the bigger pieces that we had to pull the bleachers out and move them up through the gate. I mean, the kids were into it. I think they know that it's for, you know, this thing that's going to benefit them so much. Everyone's been so flexible and patient with it to just say, yeah, whatever we need to do to make it work.
Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Lift Life, Park High is ready for you.
Probably our biggest change has been our new strength and conditioning coach that we hired over the summer. So that's been a great change already just for the culture of that part of the school.
Okay, so let's get the jump ropes out. Those of you who don't have access to a jump rope, we're gonna do jump ejects.
All right, so right now we're actually in our current weight room, and this is what we've got. We've got this space. It's the mezzanine area in the gymnasium. You know, it's not ideal. We're always having to share the space with other activities, other sports, but I always tell the athletes that, you know, we're gonna make whatever space we have work.
Okay, ready to rock? Okay, get in groups of 3 or 4. Check the sheet. Okay, we've got our paper up there. You guys know the drill by now. Let's do 3 sets of 8 on the deadlifts, on the bench. Okay, modify it because we've got short time today.
I mean, anything that's a step up from this is gonna be a win. But what I see is, personally, I see our sports teams benefiting from this, the general student body. I had a kid was just talking to me in my last strength and conditioning class. He goes over to a commercial gym here in town because, you know, this isn't the most exciting place to work out. He said once we get a new gym, he's gonna start lifting here at the school. So that I would like to see. I'd like to see the students staying here in the school, after school. We know that the kids that are involved in after school programs, their grades go up, their graduation grades go up, issues with drugs and alcohol go way down. So I just see this weight room as just really the final piece to tying together our little community here in Livingston.
We're visiting with Kirk Calzacorda with the Lift Life Foundation. And how many do you think you can get done here over the course of a year?
So we do 2 projects per year. It takes about 3 to 4 months per project of back-end planning and logistics and ordering everything that goes into it. We do it in a very short amount of time, and floor-to-ceiling overhaul, complete with state-of-the-art equipment for these underprivileged students at these underfunded high schools.
Well, I think it's great, having spent a lot of my life in weight rooms, I imagine as you have. Congrats, and I think it's a great thing.
Hey everybody, it is day 4 of our 4th gym transformation here in Livingston, Montana. As you can tell, our space is now empty. About 5 or 6 days ago, this place was full of weight equipment and a fully functional gym. At this point, we have completely demoed the entire thing from floor to ceiling. We're super excited to kind of wrap up this week, get going, and see what happens over the next 3 weeks when we come back. We're going to get going and really hammer this thing hard.
Hey, how are you guys? There you are.
Buddy.
Hello. Thanks for joining us today. Just gonna run through the game plan after being in Montana all last week, demoing the wall and the ceilings.
Andrew, did you get that email I sent you this morning?
I did, I sure did.
Okay, so we'll kind of go through all those files that we sent. A lot of the kids didn't really have like a wish list besides like the girls wanted to see like bright gold. But other than that, it's the equipment. They want the most functional equipment. So mine is just kind of like the cherry on top, I guess. So when I go back and talk to the guys, we kind of throw out all the wild ideas of, should we do turf? Should we do like gold-plated weights? Should we do like, I think it just starts from there, and then whatever is A, feasible, B, not too over the top, and C, kind of meets the requirements they want, then we'll start to go through that, and then I'll start to develop different logos and different ideas. But that's just where it starts, is like kind of siphoning through everything we've gathered here and going from there. Thanks, Andrew.
Of course.
We'll see you in a month.
I know we'll see you, literally less than a month. It's crazy.
The last time I was in there, when Dylan was here and they took the wall out and had done kind of that demo. That was the last time I was in there. So it's been about a month. Just the bare walls and the wall was taken out and I could see that, but I haven't seen anything since.
This space has changed dramatically, even structurally. Prior to us getting here, this used to be a wall. This actually was a hallway.
After we got that cinder block wall out, we left. During that time, we had the space painted and the mirrors came in. And so when we came back, we had to start building back the ceilings and getting the lights back installed. We built that whole grid system. We came in, we started dropping tiles, and then we started kind of doing borders and all that kind of stuff over the next 2 days.
All right, guys, day 4. The ceiling is now complete. It's the moment we've been waiting for. The flooring's arrived. I got Jody with HC Company here and James to help us out. We're gonna open this thing up and see what she looks like in a truck. Fun stuff. It's keep us busy for 2 or 3 days. Stay tuned.
Based on budget for this project, we had to do the flooring ourselves, so it was a big undertaking, but we were able to tackle it and do a quality job. So we're really happy with how it turned out. And I think this is the first project that we can truly say that we've done the entire project from floor to ceiling now. It's always been a floor to ceiling transformation, but we legitimately have taken this on 100% by ourselves, and now we got all our partners coming in. We have kind of the infrastructure in place now, and now we just have to transform the rest of it.
I really get the sense that the kids don't have any idea how different it's going to look.
I'm just excited for the upgrade, honestly.
Us being the first ones to use it, that's going to be pretty cool.
When we do it during the summer, it was always like stuff's falling apart. Yeah. And once every week, we have to organize all the stuff because it's just all over the place. What do you want to do next?
I was interviewed by some kids for the newspaper, the student newspaper. And when I was talking to them just about, what I think, just based on seeing some of the videos and stuff, they were just like, what? It's not just a couple new pieces of equipment and that sort of thing. So while we put the video of some of the previous projects out there, I don't think a lot of the kids have seen them. And so while they're excited, I don't think they really know what's coming, which, I don't know, good or bad. That's kind of the sense I get.
All right, guys, so for those of you guys that haven't been here yet, we're gonna get ready to start moving a lot of equipment. The way that we've kind of got this thing designed here is we're gonna set it all on that platform out here to keep everybody out of the water from tracking it back into the gym. So let's go out there, have a good time, and get this thing done.
One good thing about this particular school this time is with the ways these doors are set up for this particular school, we have easy access into the weight room, so it's going to make this job so much easier compared to the ones we've done in the past.
We had to cover up some of the equipment. We put blankets over top of them as we were rolling them around because they were too big to fit through the single door. And they're all trying to peek and look around, and I told them to look away and to be surprised.
So this morning we've been focused on assembling the rig. There's 3 different pieces, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 uprights that we had to assemble, get plumb, get square, so there's a lot of measurements involved. And then once we got it in the center of the platforms here, we had to actually bolt them to the floor.
The details on this thing are amazing. Check out the logos up here. You always go to a gym and you just start working out, but you don't understand the details, every little thing that stacks up to actually be able to lift 100 pounds. You just don't lift 100 pounds. It's 20 pieces in that 100 pounds that enable you to lift that. So that's the cool part, to actually see all this stuff come together.
I think that's awesome. I think the gold is exactly what we wanted, and it's gonna be a really cool, unique piece that we've never done before.
Honestly, I think we're in great shape. The reason we laid this gym out the way that we did was because we understood that it's not just for kids that are athletes, it's for all the kids. I think anybody will be able to walk in here and get a workout in.
I do get the sense that, people downplay where they come from, that, it's just Park High. And I'm not sure where that stems from. It seems to be a feeling of even what they have here they're not worthy of, that it's not for them, it's for somebody else.
The community and the students think that they're like second class in some way. The other thing is I think this is not a new phenomenon. I think this attitude of being kind of second class people has been here a while, long before I've been here. And so we really need something big to change that, a new culture. And I think that this weight room could be that big change.
We need to be more competitive here at Park High School. We are aware of that, and it starts in the weight room, and so it will give our kids that self-efficacy that not only do we have a nice weight room, but now you got to put into time. I think everywhere from how the kids feel to how they compete, it's going to have a huge effect.
You know, the kids talk about other weight rooms across the state. I hear it constantly of, you know, you should see Dylan's weight room, you should see Butte Central's weight room. I wish we had that. I mean, I hear that constantly. So I think that, you know, for kids to know that other schools are going to come in here and see that and think that about them, it's such a small thing, but that's huge. And you know, we're trying to change tradition and culture and all of those things. Again, the timeliness of this and being a key focus of what our coaches and our board and our administration is looking at to say, you know, we need to raise those expectations.
Today's Thursday. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. is the reveal, and so today is a lot about just buttoning up loose ends. Through planning and all that kind of stuff, we've been able to stay ahead of schedule, so we're not, you know, behind the 8 ball at this point. We are, you know, where we needed to be at the end of every day. We didn't have to put in, you know, 20-hour days to get ready to go the next day to do it again. And so I feel more relaxed on our process and where we're at through this whole thing. I don't have any doubt that with the team we have, we're going to come through on this one. It's homecoming week for Park High, and so they do an Ironman volleyball game. The Lift Life team was invited to put together a team. 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to bring that house down. Go time.
Good morning, Rangers. Are you excited today? Happy homecoming week. Thank you for all your participation. It's pretty exciting this morning. Everybody in this room is going to get to see the new weight room this morning. Couple of things I want to say first to this crew back here. They will never be able to know how much we appreciate them, and we will never be able to repay them. Obviously, if we could repay them, we would have just done it ourselves. But they will never know how much we are grateful for what they have given you guys as a community. So we hope that you will go in there with that mindset of, wow, this is a gift that was given to us by this group of people, and they believe in helping students, and that is pretty cool.
We are so excited that today has finally come. As Regina said, my name is Dylan Cooper. I have the privilege of working for the Lift Life Foundation and also dominating in some Ironman volleyball. For those of you who didn't see it, we actually got crushed by your senior boys last night. So this has been an experience we will never forget. We hope this new training facility not only allows you to reap the benefits of getting super swole like my friend Rob here. No, but we really do. We hope it acts as a rally point for new beginnings. We hope it gives the entire student body the opportunity to train in a safe, multi-use, multi-sport sanctuary that belongs to you, the students. We hope that every time you step in there, you're reminded that your local community and people from across the country, they believe in you guys. They want you guys to succeed. So remember that when you're in there putting in that hard work. People really do care about you. They want you to succeed.
Like a career highlight to see kids walking through. Like pretty unforgettable.
Just first class, everything.
It was amazing, amazing, and it's at a right time for us. You know what I mean? It's just like it's life changing.
Every morning since last March in here to 6 in the morning, just nothing but bad weights. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I really like what you guys did with the space. Extremely intelligent.
And we talked about it being like multifunctional for females, males, classes, you know, strength, speed, power, and I think there's something for everyone.
Absolutely. And some of the stuff I haven't even seen, and I thought I saw it all, but I haven't. So it's going to be fun to kind of see how some of this works.
Can we bump? Oh yeah. Okay, things are gonna be a little bit different here in our brand new weight room. Okay, I know everybody's excited, but you'll find that there's still barbells in there, there's still dumbbells in there, there's still weight in there, and we're gonna be moving it, all right? Nothing different there, so let's get our workout in. An investment like this, and this is what this is an investment into our community. The students that are gonna be able to use this weight room and then benefit from it, and then their kids, the ripple effect can go just far down the line.
I was kind of amazed that there was this much room to begin with.
I don't know, I just didn't realize that what our weight room used to be could turn into this. Like, it's insane.
We've been fighting kind of this second-class mentality for a long time, and I think that it's very hard to think that in a facility like this.
So, listen up. What do we think?
I love it.
It's gonna be all right? It's amazing. We're gonna take it up a notch, all right? So the first few weeks we've been doing total body stuff. You guys are getting stronger. I can see it already. Okay, with a facility like this, the sky's the limit.
I really see big things, and I see us as a first-class school and first-class community, period.